In 1982, they bought the fastest computer on the planet. In 1984, they created the visual effects for the Last Starfighter, and 2010, the year we make contact. In 1986, they created the first full CG animal in Jim Henson's Labyrinth. You know the movies, but do you know the people behind them? This is the story of these digital pioneers, the story of digital productions. Hi, I'm Thomas Martin, aka Gorkab. Since 2013, I've been telling the computer graphics movie history with CGM on YouTube with the help of the original creators. With a total of 15 hours and over 600,000 cumulative views on the channel, CGM has become, in just a few years, one of the most comprehensive shows on the history of CG, with an academic recognition in France as well. Since its humble beginnings, the show has collected, in just a few years, exclusive interviews from key creators all around the globe, coming from famous studios such as Industrial Light and Magic, Weta Digital, Disney, DreamWorks, Sony Imageworks and Pixar, with rare archives, forgotten footage, sometimes recreated for history purposes. The goal of CGM has always been to show the people behind the pixels, the creators and artists giving their very best to get the most advanced visual effects possible out there, and each and every one of their stories need to be widely known. That is why I'm calling upon you all today, to help us tell the story of digital productions. The VFX studio born out of the mind of two friends, Gary Demos and John Whitted Jr., who, after working on Tron, wanted to make the best CG on the planet some 40 years ago. Geared up with the fastest computer on the planet, the Cray XMP, and one of the most talented teams around Hollywood, Digital Productions became the first studio to convince models could be replaced with CG. In 1984, they would go on and create the visual effects for The Last Starfighter and simulate the deadly clouds of the planet Jupiter for the sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey, 2010, the year we make contact. 2 years later, after a lavish encounter with Mick Jagger's Hard Woman, the studio would also create the very first virtual animal, a full CG owl, for Jim Henson's Labyrinth, the creator of the Muppets. Sadly, while Digital Productions' dream was meant to last, the company wasn't. In early 1987, having only been in existence for 5 years, the company folded, after forever changing the CG landscape. But its heart and soul, the people behind the pixels, remain proud of what they made 40 years on. And this is where you can help us. In order to make the most thorough documentary possible, we need to go and interview these talented CG veterans where they actually live in the USA. We've already received a grant from the French National Center for Cinematography, providing 50% of the needed budget, 15,000 euros, and we now call upon you to get the 50% left. A good chunk of this documentary being based off archives, we've already collected hundreds of original slides, demo reels and special laserdisc, but the heart of CGM and this project lies in the interviews, and those need to be done in person, with a professional team, rather than with a poorly framed webcam recorded off Zoom or Skype. And that's not all, because we also wish to use modern graphics engines, skills and techniques to show you how 80s CG would be done today in the 2020s, while staying true to the will and spirit of the team behind Digital Productions. The result? A documentary of at least 90 minutes, available both in English and French on YouTube. With your help, I hope we can make the most comprehensive documentary ever created on Digital Productions, a studio so unknown yet so important in today's modern visual effects, and shed some much needed light on those digital pioneers while they're still around to tell the tale. See you soon on Kickstarter.